Hello everyone, hi, what is up? It's me, Angie. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and deciding to click on my video. I know many videos you watch right now, so I appreciate you stopping by and clicking on my video. Out of all videos you could have watched today, hello and welcome. Today is going to be another reaction video, but instead of to a song, I'm going to be reacting to an interview. And this interview is the Liza Womack interview. If I'm saying that correctly, I apologize if I mispronounced that first and last name, but from my understanding, this is Lil Peep's mother. She did an interview with Montreality, so I'm going to be watching that with you guys today. I did already react to Lil Peep's interview with Montreality. I'll put that up here in the eye if you'd like to see that, and then I also have plans to react to Juice WRLD's interview with them. Before we get into it though, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10k by the end of this year. We're like, I think at like 6.5k right now at the time of filming this. I'm pretty ahead of filming right now, so that might be different by the time this video goes up. So if you want to be a part of the journey of hitting 10k, would love for you to subscribe and follow along. I also have all my social media linked in the description below if you want to follow me on TikTok. I'm having so much fun posting on there, as well as Instagram if you want to see more of a personal look at me and my life. So yeah, subscribe, like, follow me, whatever, do all that stuff, and let's get into this video. I'm honestly kind of nervous to watch this because I feel like I'm gonna cry. Yeah, so this is Liza, or Mama Peep, which is Gus's mother, and it's a 17-minute interview.
I'll show you. So this is a baby book. My mother gave me this. We love Keith Haring. Because when you have a baby, you know, you're supposed to be a good parent and take pieces of their hair and write down their first things and stuff. So for a while I did do that. These are the little, the wristband that I wore when I went in the night to have Gus. And that was his baby boy. November 1, 2016, 10:37, so he was born at 10:37 in the morning. Okay, so this is his first haircut. So March 15, 1998, Moore gave Gussie his first haircut in the basement while he played. He liked it and held very still for her, and I was touching it the other night. It's very soft. It's little blonde hair. The names, different names we were going to pick. Carl Gustav Silas was one. And then Gustav Elias, and he became Gustav Elijah. He weighed 8 pounds and 6 ounces. He was 21.5 inches long.
Wow, this is amazing. I can't believe she's like showing us this stuff. It feels so invasive in a way. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this, but I mean, if she's willing to share with it, that's so sweet of her. What an amazing person to share this information. I'm sure all of his fans like find it beautiful. He had such a big fan base and such a connection with his fans.
And these are pictures. This is what, you know, this whole question of what the soul, and I look at it and I wonder if that's Gus. You know, is that Gus? So I think that's probably the best of the best out of there. This is Liza Womack, and you are lucky to be watching Montreality.
Oh, she is such a little sweetheart.
Well, that's a very interesting thing to think about. Was I an introvert or an extrovert? In some ways, both, I guess. Having grown up as an only child, I think I was probably rather used to being alone and kind of thinking about things, and I enjoyed that. I liked my time alone and reading and looking out my window at the trees. Actually, I cried when they got cut down. I really felt very attached to them. I have a problem when people cut down trees now. But anyway, so I was very introverted in that way, I guess. And then but I did like to have friends, and as a teenager, I really discovered people started to have parties, and there was dancing, and so that was fun. So I did like to go to parties and dance, and I actually took some ballroom dancing lessons one time, a little series of those. That was fun, because I always wanted to be able to dance like Paul Abdul, Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake too, and Gus was a very good dancer. He did, and he took dance classes too. So, but he would get embarrassed if I do it. Gus, come on, dance. No, Mama. If I had to choose a favorite cartoon character of all time, that would be an extremely difficult choice to make. I used to watch something called Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat.
Yeah.
The wonderful, wonderful.
This is so sweet. I love that we're like just like hanging out with her right now. She's just telling us about her childhood and what kind of cartoons she liked.
I also loved Popeye. I watched a lot of Popeye.
Yes.
I liked Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man. And then I used to watch, I was very excited when the boys liked to watch Scooby-Doo. And Gus really liked Scooby-Doo. So I liked sharing that with them. And then, SpongeBob might be actually my favorite. And there's a lot of social commentary in SpongeBob.
That's funny that she's mentioning that, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think he mentioned SpongeBob and Scooby-Doo, I think, in his interview with them. That is so cute that they like the same things like that. I mean, it makes sense probably where he gets it from, because that's his mom. Like, he grew up in that household with her.
Which, and I used to love watching that with the boys. I mean, you know, you sit down next to them and oh yeah, we're watching that, oh good. Oscar and Gus watched they watched...
Oscar, is that his brother? I also like that his name is Gus, and that it's Gustav, and that, like, seeing the other names they would have chosen for him, that's really cool. Imagine him being Silas. I could see him being a Silas, but Gus also just works really well with him as well, I think.
Majin Buu was the character, I can't remember. Dragon Ball Z. They watched Dragon Ball Z. And then after that, they watched something called Bleach, which they loved. They really loved that.
The little dog, I can't get over how perfect the dog is. Just chilling with her, just hanging out, like enjoying the little ear scratches.
The Dragon Ball Z was so weird, and I
can never get into that show either.
People were getting eaten, but they were being turned into candy or something.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't know. It was very surreal, and I just didn't even try to understand that. Of Gus's music, I will say, you know, it's odd. I do tend to go back to the older songs as my favorites. So, for instance, High School is a song that I love. And, of course, Star Shopping.
Oh, yeah.
There's a song called Angel Dust on Live
Forever.
Oh,
okay. I haven't heard that song, but that has been requested. And I think it's on my calendar to watch at some point, either this month or next month.
Which I absolutely love. I've loved that one. And I also love Live Forever. I loved particularly that song. I remember when he made it, and
I don't think I've heard that song.
It felt like at the time, after having been so sad and kind of down, just feeling, you know, that time when you need to get in the bath or get into bed and just cry. He did that for a kind of a school year. And he felt so down, but after he'd come through that, and that song Live Forever was part of that, having come through it, and it was just a kind of a, I'm fine. And I just loved the feeling of that song, because he was strong, and he wasn't going to take anything from anybody, and he felt good about himself. Yeah. I like that one a lot. I mean, I also love California Girls fucking with me in the summer. You know, and I also love Ratchet Bitches. You know, I'm sitting there singing to the, you know, Ratchet Bitches, and there are so many things that you wouldn't expect to come out of a mom's mouth, but I'm singing it. But I love that song. When Gus was in 2nd grade, he got a teacher who he came home and told me, Mama, she's retiring next year. You know, he's 6 and then 7 years old. So this teacher loved poetry. And he said, you know, I can't remember her name now, but she has us, you know, we get to write poetry all the time, and she's teaching us this, Mama, and that, Mama. And he would come home and show me about all these different kinds of poems that you could write. And he really took that and ran with it. He enjoyed it. He really learned and liked learning about poems. And
wow, honestly, thank God for that teacher, because look what he became. I mean, a lot of songs are poetry, he became such a iconic artist. Like, thank God for teachers that do stuff like that, and it really just shapes you. You don't realize how much teachers have an impact on you. And
you know, fast forward, however he dealt with school and did what he was supposed to do, there wasn't a teacher like that again.
yeah,
And then
you're lucky, man, if you have one of those teachers in your lifetime.
he has this couple of bad years, or really one really sad year of his senior year in high school. He's writing and writing and writing and writing, and there he's writing lyrics to raps or songs, and they're mostly very angry, and there's violence, and there's, you know, he's adopted a different persona. I think he wrote and it felt good to get it out. You know, these eyes have seen the strangest things passing by. No one noticed my angel wings. That is such a interesting
Oh gosh,
way to describe
I'm gonna cry.
certain things about his life.
Why am I so emotional? Okay. What a strong lady. I can't even imagine. I can't.
And wanting to communicate, express somehow. Gus, I was going to say Gus is a very charming person.
Oh, damn. That is painful. Changing the is to was.
So is Oscar. They are both very well mannered, and they know how to look people right in the eye and smile at them, and it's also just simply genuine.
Oh my God,
and
look at
Gus
him.
did have a certain degree of social anxiety, so it really was quite a bit of work for him to meet new people. I think Gus,
This little footage, I can't.
I don't want to say disarmed people, but maybe surprised people by the fact that he didn't think he was better than anybody else. I've had some people that I've met who maybe worked in a
Wow, I love that she gave this footage to them to use as B-roll. It's seen that footage when he was little, like, what a little cutie pie, and what a home of love, I feel like.
That he came to, whose job wasn't as important, you know, as some people might say. And they said, one person said to me, to be honest with you, Liza, I didn't think I was going to necessarily like him because of the lil. And I made me laugh. I get it. I mean, I don't know enough about a lil anybody to like or not like them based on the lil. But that was funny. It was honest. And, but he said, but Gus, you know, then shook my hand, introduced himself to me. Because, I mean, and that's the thing. You know, he's just a person. He's just a nice person. And I guess maybe people just aren't expecting somebody that they know of and that other people know of and that, oh, famous, you know. No, to me, he's not famous. It's just my son. It's Gus. Good guy, you know.
Oh, that was great. It's great.
Was just who he was. He wasn't. How could he change?
Wow.
Gus kept his girlfriends very much apart from me, I guess. I did not know a thing, really, except anything that I might have suspected about a crush that he might have had on a girl. So, for instance, Gus and his friend Eddie. Actually, Gus never said anything bad about anybody, basically. But Eddie would tease and say, oh, Emma Longneck. And that ended up being Emma Harris, you know, Gus's girlfriend years later. So, and, you know, Eddie would sort of tease, and I would hear these girls' names, so I thought maybe there was something going on. But no, I don't remember anything until he was maybe 15 or 6. No, by now, maybe 16-ish at least. And actually my friend, it was on New Year's Eve, my friend said, hey, did a girl just came out of Gus's bedroom, went to the bathroom? And I said, of course not. There's no girl. Gus doesn't. What do you mean? And he said, I'm telling you, I saw a girl. She was blonde. She just came out of his bathroom, and went out of his bedroom and went into the bathroom. And I said, and yes, that was Emma, and we've been seeing her for about a year, year and a half, and she'd been climbing in his bedroom window at night.
Of course.
So,
what a little rebel. I love how she says it with no anger at all, you know? It's like, of course, he's a kid. Some parents would get so mad, but she just seems like such an understanding and non-judgmental person, and I love that she says this with such just warmth.
shows to go you with that one. So SoundCloud was a very, very exciting thing for Gus, and I found a whole section about SoundCloud in his texts that he wrote to his grandmother. What he told me, and I remember the moment. I remember sitting at the dining table, and he came running out of his bedroom. He very often wore only his boxers, so him running out, and he was a very skinny guy, running out with his laptop, and mama, and you got to see this, you have to see this. And he set the laptop down. He said, "It's like dinosaurs will die," which is a NoFX song about the end of the music industry, music business. And because I had explained what that meant to him when I learned the lyrics to Dinosaurs Will Die, which Oscar had introduced us to NoFX, and we all love NoFX. And so he said, you have to look at this. There's this thing called, SoundCloud, where anybody can upload their stuff and people will see it. And so all the record labels are completely out of this, the artists themselves. And he showed me, he said, look, all these young people can do this. And like, I'm old, he said. He was 18. So he was very, very excited about all of that. And what he loved was the collaborative nature of it, that you then could meet people from all over the world and make music together with them, get to know them through SoundCloud, and we don't need this music business. Wow. He was very, very excited about it. And then he also said, he wished that music artists could be more political. I think it's a business. That's the problem. And the artist is the product.
Wow.
See how quiet he got? Little guy. Oh. I just love him. I just love him.
Cutie.
And it's because Gus absolutely loved him. And he loved Gus. And then I do think about him.
No, I can't. I'm gonna start crying too now again.
And he goes to the vet and stuff. So he's got, he's covered in lumps and bumps, but he's okay. Apparently he's got a high liver count, and they said give him this little pill every day and put it in the peanut butter, and he does. And you would never know. People can't believe it that he's 13.
Wow, yeah, damn, 13. She's right. I would not have guessed. I literally thought that was like a puppy.
It's hardly. It's because this. And then when she cuts the hair, it becomes, the gold goes away and it's more silver underneath. Yeah. I can say that Peep fans are an amazing group because they span this age and the entire planet. And age-wise, it's so meaningful to me how there are people in their 40s who will tell me, they got turned on to Gus's music from their kid, and then they became a fan themselves, and they love it. Plus, young parents of little kids, and then, that's why I said, we gotta make those nice crybaby things for them, because they like this, they like that, and it's such a nice little sweet symbol, the little dove. And,
Dove.
Yeah, so it's really nice to have parents, and that's kind of surprised me, I guess, the most. I mean, it's really nice to have all the fans the new fans, and I really have a thing about welcoming new fans and making sure that they understand the truth and that the story is set straight, so that they're you know, a new fan won't kind of get swept up into any kind of gossip, that they know, you know, the truth about Gus. And that's why I like that Reddit page, because they're very peaceful.
There's a Reddit
welcoming.
page.
I don't think it's nice to say, oh, you're not a real fan, you only discovered him after he died. Well, I'm glad you discovered him. So.
Wow. My favorite show, still to this day, is Scooby-Doo. I don't have a particular favorite character. The original Scooby-Doo, I just love it so much. When I was a kid, that was what was scary to me, you know, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I love that they put that in the end. Wow. What a beautiful person she is. You could tell she just loved him and his art, even though obviously some of it was pretty vulgar at times. I love that she just appreciated it all, you know? Oh, someone commented saying the way she talks about him using the present tense makes you feel like he's still alive and he's gonna walk in the room anytime. Someone else said, Liza is so sweet, I love watching this. Someone else said, we are lucky to be watching Montreality. I agree. Someone else said, Gus and Oscar took after her so evidently. So gentle and well-spoken, so intelligent, so kind, and so open-minded. Gus was incredibly lucky to have a mother like you, Liza, as well as you were lucky to have such a wonderful son like Gus. He watches over you every day. Oh, I love you so much. Liza, thank you for everything you do. You could tell that she raised such amazing kids. Like, she did a good job raising them, you know? And it's true, like, he was always so, like, soft-spoken and well-spoken, and you could see where he got it from. Okay, I need to stop crying. I can't believe I'm crying so much right now. Okay, I just need to go because I'm a mess, clearly. That's all I have to say. That's it. Alright, I gotta go. I love you guys a lot. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.